There we go, people. Okay, all right, I'm here. Just relaxing, but I am here. All right, well, oh man, that's a nice fire. I'm happy with that. There's a huge log in there, by the way. Then I built up around it. So, we're in the middle of nowhere, people. What's up, y'all? Can I get a hey yo in the chat? Ooh, our night lights are coming on. You guys, we are at Hunt Camp. And thanks, Willie. Appreciate that, Will. We're at Hunt Camp, and I'm waiting for Brian to get here. He's on his way. And this year's focus is a new thing we're doing called the Hunt Club, which is very, very exciting. We like doing like cool, random new things. But anyway, with the Hunt Club, we basically took our team membership, our team BHP, and are offering, to let people, film their hunts and then give us the footage to use, and it'll be cool. And it's powered by Prime, which is even more exciting. I didn't make it for opener, but I'm here now, finally. But we're hunting state land here in Michigan, so I guess you can call me the mini hunting public coming up here. Which, to be fair, I was hunting state land before those kids even had diapers on. No, I'm just kidding, man. They're good guys. I know those guys real well. But anyway, it's true though. I mean, they were real young when I was hunting state lands. But back then, as most of you know, it was pretty rough. Not gonna lie. It still is. So I'm not too excited about these hunts this week, but I'm gonna do it. We're gonna go for it. Just because it's the option we have right now. So. So we'll see. Like I said, anything that walks out is going down. I hate to say it. Brown is down tomorrow. So, what do you mean your hunting's over, Kevin? What does that even mean? Did you hurt your arm or something? Blow up your bow? Or did you already tag out? That's fire. That is fire, my friend. Thanks, Fox. Appreciate that. Fox, you ever get a chance to check out that orange wood we talked about? Isn't this relaxing? This fire is amazing. It's just the most... I can see why people watch this type of stuff or listen to it if I was to film this in 4K and then just post it on YouTube, because I see why people do that. It's kind of relaxing. Just chilling. Yeah, check it out when you get time. It's pretty cool. Let's see, what do these got for filters here? Let's see if this does anything cool with our fire. Let's try this one. No, no, looks froggy. That's nice. Whoa, let's go leave this one on. This one looks pretty nice. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Well, let me just turn this a little bit for you guys. Try to keep it right in the middle. There we go. There we go. Anybody ever heard of Old Hockey on TikTok? He does. He's like, there you go, buddy. There you go. Love it. Oh, got it, Kevin. Kevin, were you the one who owned Tree Stand Up? Your name sounds so familiar, and I feel like I know you, but I feel like it's from Tree Stand Up. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I feel like you are the same person. Philip, we are in Michigan right now. This is in Michigan. This is in Bob Ross. This is in the Gladwin area of Michigan. It's in the center. We're in the middle of the state. There's bear here actually, which is crazy, but I'm actually waiting for one of my other hunters to come here. Not me. Okay. There was a Kevin Donahue, which was actually the same name, which is so weird, that used to own Tree Stand Up. So funny. You know what? It might not have been Donahue. It might have been Donaldson. Maybe that's where I got it mixed up. Yeah, it's very dark here. I don't know. It depends what you're in. I don't know if you guys been following sports, and I'm not a huge sports person, but the Tigers are crushing it right now to Michigan, and the Lions too. So we're in a weird spot right now here. In fact, my relatives came up, my nephews came up from Florida just to go to the Lions game the other day, and thank God they won, because I felt, they spent a lot of money to go to that game. I mean, it was literally $400 a ticket. I mean, ridiculous, right? And thank God they won. That's all I know. That would have been suck if they traveled all the way from Florida to go to that game and they would have lost. But no, I'm not near Jackson. We're way north of Jackson, probably 2.5 hours north of Jackson, straight north. Michigan's a great place. I'm telling you guys. I mean, it's not the best hunting. I mean, we have great hunting. I'm just saying, like for trophy bucks, we do not have good trophy buck hunting, but we do have wonderful forests, beautiful lakes. It, Hunting here is just magical sometimes. Like there's times where I'll be hunting and I'll never forget like this one thing that happened to me. I was sitting on state land actually years ago. I was hunting in the back. It was called Stewie's. What do you call it? Shoot, what was the name of it? Two Tree. I think it was called Two Trees. They had all these nicknames for all the spots. Margot's apple tree, Two Trees. Anyway, these Two Trees. I was sitting in it, and it was probably like November 1st or something, and it started snowing. But the snow was coming down like super slow motion and like going left and then right and then left and then right, like super slowly. And it was the coolest thing I've ever seen, like through the pines and stuff. I'm like, this is unbelievable. I mean, it was like a memory I'll never forget because it was just so magical feeling, like just sitting there watching the snow, huge snowflakes too, just slowly. I mean, it was the coolest thing. I don't know if you guys have ever seen pine rows, but in Michigan they have a lot of pine rows. And I was told that after World War II there was like somewhere people, or maybe it was the Great Depression, people needed work, and so they had them put in these pine rows of trees, and we have these huge pine rows in Michigan today that are just like these. You can look down on like 200 yards, 300 yards down of pine rows. It's the coolest thing to see. It's really, really cool. How old am I? I'm in my 40s. But thanks for asking, Phillips. Appreciate the VP. Did I meet you at Deer Camp Coffee? I feel like I ran into you at Deer Camp Coffee and we were talking guns, but I could be wrong. Awesome, Vox. That's cool. Gamekeeper. That's a great bow. I don't have a ton of experience with it. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I think with the specs, let me look at the specs real quick. I'm pretty sure that one was a 32, right? Let me see. Bear Archery. Luckily, I got two phones. So my old phone is what's doing this broadcast, and my actual phone I can keep in my hand, which is very helpful. All right, Bear Archery. Two. All right, I'm looking at the Bear Archery stuff real quick here. Gamekeeper. Let's run the specs real quick here. What the hell is it? What the heck? All right, hold on. Sorry, guys. Let me go back here. I think I gotta click like the advertisement or something. Here it is, Gamekeeper. All right, shop now. All right, so Ryan was on the show. If you guys haven't caught it on our page, that Ryan was on the show. He talks about all the bow models that came out. So definitely watch that episode if you haven't seen it. It's really good. But let's see here. What the hell? Dude, come on now. I clicked this Gamekeeper. Here it is. Okay, sorry, guys. That's not it. Okay. Their link is not... Okay, here it is. Sorry. So here's the thing. I don't know how to answer this because I feel like a lot of their bows are 30-inch this year. So they did the species, the Gamekeeper. Here's the deal, though. I think, and I could be wrong, but if I'm looking at this right, Gamekeeper has a XLR cam, DHC cam, okay? So 27-32, right? And then let's look at the Legend 30 because that's going to be very comparable. Let's look at the Legend 30. Okay. This thing's not working out very well for me tonight. What the hell is it? Come on. Spit it out, Junior. Dang it. It's taking way too long to find this bow. The Legend 30s, I'm just trying to figure out. I think the Legend 30 has the EKO cam. That's what I was going to say to you. So the difference would be, do you want the smoother cam or the faster cam? That's really realistically the answer between those two bows. But the Legend XR will also give you, or Legend 30 will also give you like the bear paw grip. Oh, I know why. I'm sorry. I know what I'm doing wrong here. It's it's not on their website. That's why. It's a pro shop bow. Okay, so basically the deal is this. Species XT is the bow I want to use. So if I was picking one of those, Species XT is what I'm buying, and I'm buying it with the BowHunterPlanet discount code because it's a steal. $479.99, single cam bow, add to cart, 20% off. I mean, you can't get a better price than that. But let's say this, okay? So like the Gamekeeper, if you want the dual cam DHC cam, you can get on their website and use that 20% as well. So that's another thing to consider compared to the Legend 30, which is going to give you the EKO cam, but you cannot use that discount code on it. So, oh, thanks, Chris. Appreciate that. Sorry. Kevin, I would take the Species XT. I mean, that bow is legit. And not the legit from Bear, but I'm telling you, to me, like if I'm buying a Bear bow right now, I'm always buying a Species because I want the single cam bow. Remember, I'm in Michigan, 20-yard, 30-yard shots all day. And guys around me right now, it's literally pitch black around me. I keep hearing something move. I think it's a raccoon, but last time I was here, I was able to call in some owls. It's crazy, but they were all around me. Barred owls. Yeah, so that's the thing, Kevin. You're absolutely right. So like if you want dual cam, and you want the smoother of the three, you're gonna go with the species. Okay, they're all 30-inch axle. So the species number one. Number two would be the Gamekeeper because it's the DHC cam, which is super smooth cam as well for 2 cams. The last one would be the EKO, which is not as smooth but hits a lot harder. So again, those three, it comes down to that. That's what I like about Bear. It's a very simple process how they have their bows. And I do have good news coming from Obsession. The bone is on the way. And I do have good news from Spot Hog. The Boney is coming as well. So we will be showing off some content from those coming up. I also got some really cool stuff from Fourth Arrow that I have here with me. I'm going to show you guys the next couple days. So if you like to film your hunts, that's the company to work with. They're just amazing. Oh, Tim, I got you, VP. Okay, sorry. Just reading through those now. So I got a call with Matthews on Friday to go over what they're launching. I had to sign NDA, so I'll know Friday at least what's going on, and then I will have probably a call with Hoyt next week to understand what they're doing. Elite, I'm still working on figuring out what's going on over there. So Willie, so here's the thing. This I'm glad you're doing that, and I would tell you any of the models online, you could take 20% off by using our code BHP 2024. So your best bet's to buy it online. That's number one. So what that means is you get limited to certain models. So that means you can do the Gamekeeper, you can do the Species, you can do the Adapt models, you can do the Legit model. So I would recommend that first, just because it's such a good deal. It really is a steal when you think about it. It's a great deal. I would buy the Species, but that's me. But if you're out west and you want to shoot, you need more speed, then you're going to look at that Gamekeeper and or Legend 30. Legend 30, the only downside you would have to get from a shop, but you cannot use that discount code. So that's kind of how. What's up, Brandon? How you doing, man? I'm glad you asked, Brandon. No, I haven't. Arkansas, Willie, I don't know how you guys hunt in Arkansas, if it's spot and stalk or 20-yard pop shots, but in Michigan, we're 20, 30-yard pop shots, so a species all day works. But I'm not sure on Arkansas. You just have to figure out how you're hunting and what kind of distance and power you need. I did put in that request, Brandon, but I didn't hear back yet on the discount code. But let me restate the discount codes right now that are working. So we have Bear Archery gives us a discount for, so the code is BHP 2024, is 20% off of anything from Bear Archery's website, including Trophy Ridge, Sick Broadheads, Cajun Archery. Rec Broadheads also gives you the same code, BHP 2024, if you want 20% off their broadheads. Bow Hitch gives you 20% off, I believe, if you use code BHP 2024 as well on their products. So there's a few there. And I'm also always working on more. I'm just trying to get companies to sponsor first is kind of the key. And so gas is another one I'm working on for you guys. If anybody needs gas who's a team member, just send me a message, let me know, and I'll work to get you a discount, period, to make sure you get something off. The rest of those, anybody can use those codes, which makes it nice. But for members and you want to gas, cables and strings, just let me know. Cruiser is bomber, dude. That new cruiser is awesome. The G4. I can tell you this. I think the cruiser is one of those bows where, yes, you could use it as your main bow, no problem. But for me, I would use it as my backup bow because I feel like it's the perfect little bow to travel with, to have with you. Even right now at this hunt, I have a cruiser here with me. It's not my main bow. I'll be using the RVX from Prime, but as my secondary bow, if something happens to that other bow, I have that bow ready to go. So I love that bow. And for the price, I would all buy one. Honestly, if I was you, I'd buy one. Just because you might as well have it in your backup, have that ability. Oh, Willie, then you definitely want Will. You want sorry, I don't know why I keep saying Willie. I'm sorry. Will, you definitely want the species, man. I'm telling you, it's a wonderful bow. Wonderful bow. Wyoming, you're gonna want the dual cam, Kevin. You're gonna want that. You're gonna want either the EKO or the DHC. Yeah, I would keep that juicer. I would keep that cruiser. You might as well. And if you decide to upgrade VP, do it because you get our discount. It's worth it. And then keep that cruiser as your backup. The other cool thing about that cruiser that people don't realize is that it fits a lot of people. So, like, let's say you want to go hunting and you want a friend to go doesn't normally hunt, they would be able to get put into that bow pretty quickly. So that's what I like about it. It's a great option. Backseat of my truck right now. Let's do this. There's definitely some sort of wild animal, guys, to our top right corner here. I can hear it moving. I think it's a deer probably, but because if it was a bear, I wouldn't hear it. It would just be here and I'd be dead. Maybe not dead, but you know, it's a black bear, so maybe not. But ooh, good question. I'm actually going to use a saddle this week. This is so stupid, guys. So Trophy Line was nice enough to send me 2 saddle systems, and that was over a year ago. And last year, I didn't have time to figure out how to use it, so I never used it, and I still have it. So this year, I decided I owe them because they sent me these really nice kits that I need to figure it out for these hunt this week. So me and Brian are actually both doing saddles this week in the state land, which is huge, and it's a great place to use it. Um, but I have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm gonna film this as an amateur, see how hard this is. So Brian, if you have any videos to send me that I should watch first to help me not, fall and break my neck, let me know, please. That's how you do it, VP. Mm, I don't know what happened there. Sorry, guys. I'm back, but I don't know what happened. We got cut out and we lost half our viewers because of that. Dang it. Sucks. Oh well. It's only 8. It's only 8:11. Oh my god. I'm in the middle of the darkness. I feel like it's like 11 p.m. or something. Crazy. Anyway, so everybody's got these like hobbies, right? So of course I have archery's a hobby for me, but in bow hunting, of course. But like the other hobby I've been kind of dabbling in is this like scooter slash motorcycle hobby, and I find it very relaxing to cruise around on a moped. So I bought this moped super cheap. These mopeds nowadays are like literally super cheap. I've been riding around the neighborhood in mopeds, but then like a couple neighbors like, you look kind of dumb on that moped, just so you know. Like, and I don't usually care what people think about me, but I was just like, they're probably right though. Like, I feel like maybe I'm a little too old to be cruising around in a moped. So I was thinking about getting like a Honda Navi, which don't get me wrong, it's probably not much better, but at least it looks like a normal motorcycle, but a mini moto. I don't know. Has anybody got any experience in any of those? Awesome, Brandon. Kevin, yeah, I do actually. Hold on a second. Someone just told me. Who was it? Hold on, let me look through my emails. So, Matthews always launches November, so we know for sure that something's going to happen in November for them. As far as who else was, I think it was Expedition. Let me see. Sorry, I know there's an email that came to me from Expedition. What the hell is it? What is that? Did you guys hear that? What the hell was that? Did you guys hear that or no? Dude, that was weird. I don't even know what that sound was. I don't think I've ever heard that sound before. Some animal, but I don't know what that was. Evil Knievel. Yeah, that's the VP. That's a serious motorcycle. Yeah, what I'm talking about. If you look it up, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's called the Honda Navi. It's weak sauce compared. It's only 109 cc compared to something like that. Which, don't get me wrong, I would love to have a Ninja, but like it's one of those things where I want to like kind of like ease into learning motorcycles a little bit, you know. So for me, I want like the cheapest low cost option that's automatic, not even a manual, because I just literally want to kind of cruise for now until if I like it more, maybe go further, but probably not gonna go that route. But you never know. Yeah, that's why I like the moped. But again, the moped's only 50 cc, so I feel like it's just not enough power. I can't really do the little things I want to do, like because like when I go out and ride, I usually try to go in non rush hour times, so it's like not a lot of traffic, so it's safer. And which means I could go on the main roads that are like 50 miles an hour, but I can't do it because the moped can't do it. So I feel like I need at least the 100 cc, 150 cc to be able to do it. And I don't need to go far. I'm just trying to be able to move around, Go to Kroger's, go. Anyway, so sorry, Kevin. I would think a lot in November, I guess would be what I would say to you. Majority of them will be November. Some will be ATA show. Hmm. I'm gonna stoke this fire real quick, guys. Oh, she went down. Oh, this is a dud. I'm gonna get my blower on this, guys. This thing needs some stoking. That's for sure. There we go. Get this baby rolling, roaring. Oh, the electric bikes. Yeah, I can't imagine. Electric bikes are crazy. Even my electric bikes now are nuts, man. I got a lot of electric mountain bike type stuff, and I love them. They work really good for hunting, by the way. And one of the machines I want to get my hands on for a video is the Ego mini bike for hunting because the thing's so quiet, and that thing can go through anything because it's got the big fat mini bike tires. You talk about all those hunting bikes that are charging thousands of dollars. When you get yourself an Ego for $1,400, if you already have the batteries, your money. And you can use that for hunting. It'll be an amazing quiet machine to get around. Well, I definitely like that new wood I put in there, that's for sure. I'll be back in a minute, guys. I'm gonna go run back up to the camper and grab another drink. So enjoy the fire while I'm gone. All right, I'm back. I'm back. Ooh, that's a nice fire. It's kind of chilly walking through there. It's a great time. Really nice to enjoy the fire. I am drinking, what is this beer? I can't see it. Okay, it's called Garage Beer. I don't know where it's made though. Let me see if I have a flashlight. I tend to stick to light beers for the calories purposes, but all right, small batch brewed garage beer, classic light beer, drinkgaragebeer.com. And where the hell is it made? I feel like it's a Michigan beer, but I could be wrong. 4% alcohol. It's not terrible. Where is this made? Okay, well, there's no information on where it's made, so it's probably not a Michigan beer. It's really cold, though, so it's good. Real good. Not gonna lie, guys, it is. I wish you guys were here too because it's pretty scary out here. It's pretty like literally dark. I mean, you can see every star imaginable when I was walking to and from the camper. At least our fire's going good. Bourbon is better. Yep, I hear you. Ooh, I do love some coffee. These clothes will not be worn during my hunts. That's for sure. I'll be also showering before I go out. Nice, Will. I like peanut butter bourbon. I know that sounds crazy. You guys are like, what the hell? But I love the peanut butter type stuff. I don't know why. I just do. During the COVID time, when we all were sitting inside and no one could do anything, I would play Fortnite. Sounds really dumb, but I play Fortnite with Jamie and John Cedar and Jamie No Boom. We would play, and we'd all just drink that peanut butter bourbon the whole time. It was excellent. I hear that. Yeah, people say a lot about the bourbon, the less calories. Yeah, 100% agree. The problem is I like beer, but the thing is about all my friends, none of them drink beer anymore as much because they've been getting like more celiac type issues with it. Not because they don't like it, just because they can't. So I don't know. Brian does though. He'll be here. He'll be drinking some beers tonight. He won't be here till like 10 though, which is crazy. But we'll sit here drinking these light beers until he gets here. Do you guys use X at all? I feel like for hunting stuff, X doesn't really work. I feel like it's just too political, you know? I just feel like it's not really made for things like what we do. I feel like it's made more for just political conversation all the time. I like listening. I like reading Elon Musk's posts though. It's so funny. It must be nice to be the richest man in the world. Actually, it would actually suck to be the richest man in the world and not be an outdoors person. You know, like I can't imagine life without living like this, where you're doing hunting activities. I just can't imagine it. It's just so natural. I think for us, right? Hunters and gatherers, it's just so natural. I just can't imagine not even thinking about it. Vox. Vox, they were just talking about your Justin Trudeau the other day. There's some people really don't like that guy. Who was it? The guy from Shark Tank. The guy from Shark Tank, Kevin O'Leary, I think. He was saying how you wouldn't let that guy even run a Burger King. I just love listening to some of this stuff. It's crazy. Yeah, all political. That's the thing about X. It's like it's not really made for the hunting programs or the, like I don't know. And it's really sad to me because I feel like, listen, we all have our political backgrounds. We all want to vote for who we want to vote for. It's fine. And we can have general conversations about these things, but I just don't understand why we have to be so one-sided on so many networks and like The View, right? If you watch The View, it's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. It's literally as far left as left gets, and that's not bad or good. I'm just saying, like, it's crazy to me that shows are so specific. It's like, listen, like people are people. We're gonna get through everything that happens. It's just ridiculous. I can't imagine how media could be so skewed in one direction or the other, in all these things. And that's why I don't like about it. I feel like with BowHunterPlanet specifically, when people come to these live feeds, they come to what we do. I never will talk specific politics with anybody because the point is, you guys don't come here to talk politics. You don't come here. You come here because you want to get away from that crap, and that's the point. Is like it's just it's weird. But what I think is funny is like some of these things. I don't know if you guys have been following the P Diddy stuff, but that's nuts. Like it is nuts, and I'm not surprised. I'll be honest, not surprised at all. No, Jam. We just had on. I wasn't on the show, but the podcast had. Oh, what's it called? It's a scent eliminator. It's called Ozonics. Ozonics was on there talking about their product. I'm not sure how good it works. I've never actually used one. P Diddy. My bow setup in the morning is the RV. First off, I'm not hunting in the morning because we don't know where we're going yet. So we're gonna start out tomorrow afternoon to go look around and try to figure out where we're going. We got the Onyx app, the hunting app, which I'm pumped about because for 15 bucks a month, whatever, that app is ridiculously awesome because it shows you all where you can go to hunt. So we're gonna pull the Onyx app up probably around 9 a.m. Have some breakfast, talk about where we want to go look around, get dressed for hunting, go in our hunting gear without the saddles the first time, and just kind of go look around and do some spot and stalk and just sit by some trees, whatever, the old school way. And my setup will be the RVX 34. This bow specifically will have a trophy ridge sight, and it will have a Hamsky drop away. But my next one will have a spot hog on it. Hey, Diddy. So exciting that's the exciting part of it. I love hunting with different bow setups every time, to be honest. If I shot a deer tomorrow with that prime, I wouldn't use the prime again on the next hunt. I'd use a bear or a Hoyt or something else. I like doing that. I like swapping it completely on every kill. But that's just me. Because I have the bow, so it's a little easier for me. But I do truly enjoy doing that. Because then I at least get a feel for different bows. And when I talk to you guys, I can give more information, right? Because I've used more than one. But the nice part is this concept of the hunt club that we put in place is going to be really cool because I feel like it brings because like Prime is sponsoring it, but you don't have to have a Prime to be on the show. So I love that part of it. It's literally like, okay, as long as you're a Team BHP member, a membership program person, you could submit the content and then we'll use it. If we use it, maybe we enter you to win a Prime or something, right? Something cool. But that's the kind of steps we're going towards. That's kind of cool. But now the main guys will have Prime. So like Ron and Jay will be hosting the show. They'll be using a Prime bow, of course. And that's why I'm starting with a Prime because if I get content, it'd be really good for the show. But we'll see, you know. So Vox, that's on my hit list to do, on my to-do list. I have it ready to go. I actually even thought about bringing it for this week, but I hesitated because I just don't know. I haven't been able to practice enough with it, but I definitely want to try it, and I have one set up ready to go. It's a Super Grizz. Too many things to work on at once is my issue. When you guys see content from us, it's a little different because I'm kind of a one-man show when it comes to the content. So, some of the other channels have grown dramatically, like MFJJ, Mike's Archery, those guys. But you got to remember, they're like a pro shop, so they have so much product. They're there all day. They can film all day, and they're great at what they do. So I'm not taking anything away from them, but I'm just saying like they can get content to you guys faster, which is great, and it helps them grow much faster than us. But unfortunately for us, we don't have the team that I need to make it BHP a lot bigger. And I've had some conversations with companies to acquire us and do different things with us, or at least, if anything, partner with us to help get more content on our network. Because I feel like if we had the content, we could be very, very large. We just need the help, Can't do everything myself, Vox. Just can't do it. But God, it would be nice to have a whole traditional team of guys doing that. Man. That's the issue with the industry too. I don't know if you guys ever noticed this, but there's a lot of people who have their own shows. Well, that's great, but the problem is they're not popular. So if you have a show that's got 2,000 followers, you're better off to put your content under Bowhunter Planet and go that route as like being a show in our network than you would be on your own. So like I feel like that's the issue we're running into is these people who are actually good at what they do with this content just aren't, they don't have the popularity. They can't grow fast enough. So what they should do is be just working with us to promote their brand, which would go a lot better, and it's a win for everybody. Appreciate that, Thomas. Do the best we can, man. It's all we can do. I mean, our goals are pretty simple. Just keep pushing archery and helping, push people to shoot archery. That's really our ultimate goal in doing this. All of us have day jobs. We all have real jobs. So we don't, this isn't what we do for a living. It's really just a passion that we've loved since, well, for me, since the 90s and 80s. But for the rest of the team, the guys are all different times. Tim didn't start hunting until he was in college, I don't think. So, I mean, everybody's different. Kevin's been hunting since he was younger, but mostly gun hunting. And so he turned into bow hunting when I married his daughter. So it's kind of like an interconnected thing here, but, Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, we do work hard. We try our best to provide something that people want. It's not always the easiest. And the problem is, it's hard for us too in some cases because we started in 2009. So if you imagine 2009, you get to 2020, 2019, and then shows like Hunting Public just go way past you. It's like, how the hell that happened? No offense to those guys, I love them guys. Aaron's a good guy, Zach's a great guy. I'm just saying, like, it's like, man, it's like, how do those guys blow past us so fast, so hard, so quickly? And so those are the parts where, and again, nothing against anybody in hunting, because again, we're all for that. Like, we want everybody to succeed. I just want my YouTube subscription award, which is 100,000. You get this nice little plaque, silver plaque. But I guarantee you guys, once I get us to 100,000 on YouTube, guarantee you they're gonna move that to like 200,000. So we're gonna work all these years to get that stupid plaque and not get it. You watch. Oh man, is it hard to grow on YouTube? It is the slowest, longest process. I swear to you guys, it is so hard. A lot harder than I thought it'd be. Shorts were a good move, I think, for a lot of people quickly, but the growth rate on YouTube is ridiculously slow compared to like a TikTok, which is crazy. It just makes it so much more frustrating because you're trying to get there, working hard, posting videos, but man, they have their algorithm, and YouTube is so much more harder to come over to figure it out. You have to be like a Mr. Beast or something to get it done. Pretty much out of everybody's time frame of workload. Crazy. I don't know. I know a lot of you guys aren't big fans of the Bomars. I get that. But like, if you look at their YouTube, those guys have crushed the market, and not only in bow hunting and archery, but I mean, they have like 1.9 million subscribers. I mean, it's insanity. And I don't even know. I'm like, how the heck, And like, I get it. Like, they have some cool video content. And I think they draw on a lot of the hunters in general, maybe not just bow hunters because of slow motion videos and stuff. But man, when I look at their stuff, I'm like, how the hell? I'm like, that is crazy numbers. What was your guys' thoughts when Dudley moved over to Hoyt? I thought that was quite interesting. Ugh. Hey Seth, how you doing, man? I bet you're hunting some big old bucks in Ohio. Although I felt like when I hunted the big bucks in Ohio, I was in Southwest Ohio. I think it was called Utica. There were some monsters down there. Those things were huge. Every night on the camera, we see a 160-inch deer, 180-inch deer. Then every day we wouldn't see them. The thing is, Thomas, I'll take the money grab if I can put that money back into archery. You know, if Bowhunter Planet could get a big brother, like someone buy us out, like a Sportsman Warehouse, a Bass Pro, Field and Stream, if someone could just buy us out, that's all we need to move this thing to a new level. It's just a matter of having the capabilities and help and the funding to get what we need done. And it would be a Bowhunter Planet could be an amazing part of archery if just given a couple small but not cheap things, basically. Even if a company just acquired a percentage of Bowhunter Planet and gave us resources, I mean, that's the key, is the resources. Remember, we're doing this on our own. We're not doing this. We're not like a company. We're not like, I mean, we're a company, but we're not like a huge company. We all have day jobs. So, like, it's not like we can actually focus on it full time, you know? And imagine the amount we have done to this point with doing it that way. It's crazy. Yeah, Seth, that was the issue I had when I was in Ohio. We hunted close encounter whitetail outfitters with down there, and it was a couple years. I mean, it's been a while now. It was like 2017 or something, but we hunted during the rut, and I remember this because it was a lot of hunting. Like we literally didn't even come in all day. We sat there all day, and we wouldn't see shizzle during the day at all. But during the night, you know, the camera would go off, and we would get the pictures, and they were a mammoth beast in Ohio. The Ohio bucks are just super smart, very hard to hunt. Yeah, Kevin, I wasn't surprised because I know Dudley. I wouldn't say we're like good friends or anything, but we're friends. And we, you know, I have talked to him on the podcast. He was on our podcast, and him and I talked offline, you know, and he said that PSE was not holding up. You know, they're not doing the right stuff. They're not. And I know that because PSE doesn't even take part in our bow review. It's ridiculous, right? It's seriously the most ridiculous thing you'd ever hear. And they won't even talk to me. Like I haven't even had a conversation with PSE about why they should do the bow review and how important it is to the industry. And and then I knew because when he reached out to them and said, "Why are you not doing Bowhunter Planet's bow review?" and they didn't really do the bow review, I knew it was game over because I was like, "Listen, he ain't stupid. Dudley's a smart dude, and for him, he knows that if they're not doing the most simple marketing things, why would he? You know what I mean? Like, he's not going to go anywhere with his bow because he's not getting. He's the only one promoting it. So it's crazy. I don't know who the new marketing guy is over there at PSE, but apparently he's not an archer. So which is crazy when you think about it. Same thing. Thomas Darton's in the same boat, which blows my mind because Randy is a guy who Black Eagle Arrows. He took that brand from nothing to something, and he knows marketing, and that blows my mind that he is not engaged in all the marketing stuff. I don't know what his deal is lately or what has happened with him, but something is off. I can tell you that right now with Darton. I don't know what the deal is. I still haven't seen a single bow. I talked to him at the Total Archery Challenge. He said he was sending us a bow at some point. I haven't seen anything, haven't heard anything. I don't know what's going on, but I can tell you, if you're not going to do the basic marketing things like Bowhunter Planet, you're in trouble. You have to do the basics. And Bowhunter Planet's the most basic thing out there. I mean, honestly, we've been doing this so long. It doesn't even make sense for them not to do it. And, you know, our numbers aren't like the biggest numbers on YouTube. I understand that. But, like, if you look at our numbers across all spectrums, we are large. That's the key. So, TikTok, we'll blow it away. We'll do 20, 30,000 views per video on bow reviews. I mean, like, we'll crush it in different areas. It might not be YouTube specifically. You guys will come through and watch it for us. We'll get a couple thousand, but not like MFJJ or some of the other guys who dominate YouTube very well. And they do a great job. Take nothing away from that. But I would say for us, our TikTok dominates compared to what they can do on TikTok. And same with Lancaster. That's where we strive. You know, we're just better at that area. But yeah, Darton, I wish they would turn it up, man. They're ready. They got nice bows. I shot it. I was impressed at the Tour Archery Challenge. I think they just need to push the shit out of it, if I'm being completely honest. They need to turn it up, step it up. There's no reason to not step it up. I mean, honestly, it's only money. It takes money to make money. I've told them that time and time again, every single company I've talked to. There's nothing easy about marketing. Of course, it sucks. No one wants to spend money, but I'm telling you, it's a must. You have to get in front of people. Anyway, all right, guys. Well, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go relax a little bit and wait for Brian to get here. Get ready for hunt camp tomorrow. Start. Well, I should say we're in hunt camp now, but we've got to learn how to use this saddle tomorrow. We're gonna play around. So more to come. All right. We'll see you guys. All right. Have a good night. Elite Core, awesome bow.